Welcome, Shot360Mediagh. You are welcome, seriously welcome to Shot360Mediagh. Another episode of our live streaming. We are here going to be presenting to you what is happening in Ghana. Currently, we heard the controversial story that is making waves on the internet, where our own journalist, Kevin Taylor, arrived in the country, and we learned that there has placed arrest warrant on him. And currently, as we speak now, the bench warrant or whatever has been thrown out from court. But a lot of people have what they have to say. So we're going to be delving straight to it. We're going to listen to people, what they think about the whole thing. And let's see the submission of some Ghanaians, some bloggers, some people who thought that how Kevin Taylor entered the country is not good. Let's check it out.
We've been in this country where critical issues that needs to be and concern hasn't been of a public concern. You know why? Because it is not about an individual. It is not about Obi downfall. Things that are mostly of a national concern. Things that are supposed to be a threat to the people, it has never been a concern to us, the youth. But today, the Kevin Taylor, oh my God, Kevin Taylor, do you have something to tell the public? What is it that we need to hear from Kevin Taylor? One, we wanted Kevin Taylor to respond as to how he feels, how was the judicial system, and we all know, this one, you know, the media will talk. We all know how the judicial system has always been. We all know, right? But then, there is something really critical that we need to look up to. Kevin Taylor's issue, whatever accusations that were leveled against him, we have heard thousand folds of the same comments being made by individuals in this country. All of a sudden, Kevin Taylor's own became very topical. It became much concern to certain people. And we even heard that Kevin Taylor was in the country and he's under the protection of the national security and At the end of the day, let's ask ourselves, we all heard in this country that a member or a certain member of parliament made a very strong statement on TV that he knows where some people have been killed and they are in the fridges in Kasua, and nothing was said about it. Media people never responded to it. Nothing was done about it. In fact, we've had so many people making certain denigratory and very security threatening statements in this country. Nothing was done about it. We have journalists sitting on radio, on TV, making certain strong statements that breaches the security of our country, and nothing is done about it. The reason why I have relaxed and was very calm on not releasing any video was because I just wanted to see how the media was going to take this up, how the media was going to respond to some of these issues. And we've seen it. A lot of comments are going on, a lot of things have been heard. But all that we are saying is that we need to, as a country, pay much attention to national issues and not only individual issues that really matters most to individuals, that does not really, affect our security, that does not really affect anything we are doing as a country. Today, it's about Kevin Taylor. He is a journalist. Let's ask ourselves, how many journalists in this country has made a lot of denigratory and strong statement, in fact, that bleaches our security as a country? It's about Kevin Taylor. Yes, I'm didn't for fat time. Oh, it's Kevin Taylor. That guy. But at the end of the day, there are a lot of issues. In fact, one of the main reasons why I wanted to respond to this video, and wherever I was, I said, no, I was going to come straight. I wasn't going to look like the regular suit thing. I will come here. Is because some people think that Kevin Taylor had uttered a statement or issued a statement that is very denigratory to them or to the judicial. Let's ask ourselves this question. All the things we do as a country, some of the statements and things certain journalists and certain media houses have been allowed to do on their media for years. The council, loud silence media should feed us with the kind of information we need so that we will be able to respond and use it as an evidence to sue the individuals who have done these things against the country. Nobody did. Some of the things this guy have done. Yes, you go my name as you. Kevin Taylor, Kevin Taylor, because and sit down for when it's about individualism. people respond to this. And we have given room for other media houses. And this is a credit to this government. At least for the first time, you said justice be here. And the president never even asked them to quash out the case. They were still hearing. Kevin Taylor still showed up in court. And it tells you how, justice needs to be served for everybody. Kevin Taylor, I am just hoping that this same justice that has been served will be served to a lot of things that has been cases that have been in this same court for years. I hope that this same court will start, bringing out some hearings so that certain people would also enjoy the freedom that this country stands for. The justice will be served by the people and the freedom will be given by the justice. Let's make sure that we all stand up and do the right thing. Congratulations to the legal team of Loud Silence Media. Congratulations to, all journalists who are seeking for freedom. And we hope that this government won't be a government of intimidation. We hope that this government wouldn't be a government that will rise up against individuals who are speaking up and making sure that the people will have that freedom that they deserve. We hope that this government will be a listening government and not a tyrant that will be going after journalists who go out there, investigate issues, come out and come and feed the people so that the people will get informed. The purpose of journalism is to feed the people with information, educate them and entertain them. We are there to feed the people with what they deserve, what they need to know so that they get the actual and accurate fact. If somebody feels like it is not right, you have also the opportunity to go out there and bring the facts so that people will get the right information, the accurate information to be able to rise up and demand for accountability from people in leadership. The name has always remained Ralph the fellow Ghanaians. I don't do what I do because I hate somebody. I do what I do for the purposes of my nation building. This Apex Court has today served justice for a Ghanaian and the media fraternity, and we hope that the media would actually be up and speak up to defend this country as we stand for. Long live Ghana, and God continue to bless Africa.
Abusia for every need some Cassia Abba Kevin Taylor camp. NDC for no do na edin so ani age. Asem ne saying the year 2020 and Justice Cheba for issue bench warrant against Kevin Taylor. Yakasa bench warrant here. Obia we guni pa unfi wa ye boni etia will be ayede na court wa. Aye say o dwane efri emra nenim. Ye frɛ no awomba nti cases egu ne so. Na ebi da Kevin Taylor so say eda obesi kurumu ha no. E wo say ye kye no na obeyi na no e wo court. Ye nem say Kevin Taylor you be oponipa kronfo wɔkyerɛ wo bi a wafa ne yiri echi or you be or the charges to nkrofo so a otumi go to the extent say wono Kevin Taylor wo proof ne fact ya obema nkrofo bi akọ jail enti nkrofo ne bi ko siw no bia madam for kura ka ho e ka ho a wo nyina ko siw no nti no ntumi mma kuro we mu na nyame ncha de aban asesa a ne NDC party aba ye wo say Supreme Court judges no na ensesa ye bi koso kama and then the year yatene say and then the year the yatene say omofra asem no ewo Supreme Court na Supreme Court a lawyer for akese baako 5 and na etena asem no so say Kevin Taylor aba kromu a obetumi aba anaye nche no se de emra no ekere dadada no obo akotena asem no so lawyers baako 5 no emu 4 esi yenjai Kevin Taylor na bench warrant no yembontungu baako pe en woji tu mu say yenchi Kevin Taylor na nka yefa ne nkogina embranim we na ko social media ebi bu ofu ebi eni age e wo judges na wo be say wo nso uja wo comment e wase ho eno just still obi ntumi isiu Kevin Taylor bi o obetumi isiu no wa wo si wo case tia no ba chi anka wo se ye chene de omo abo atu agua e bebre say omo agree with judiciary no ebi so say eye abanya sesa enti eye good me pese wo uja wo comment e wase ho na me de anka de be susu ni se de anka Kevin Taylor eye bold se obema ya che nkrofo atu no wo se nka se be waba no ko gina mbra nanim na nkrofo a omo cases etia no se wo so ye no kwafo a okọ na nkoko yi ne ho ano e bra no ni agra da di na ne nadi na mum enye tan no bi tan obi na am say me who say comment me aba ebi ka say who say man no day sabi o bema wo so ya bema wo ba ukuro mu a wo doje age say aban sesa na wa aban ba power within a short time na yetumu afa wodi dia me wo say ya bema ba sabi producer a lawyer fo akasa wo ne hwan wa akwa kire wadwene bi wo te besra mu a the abano no I'm say freedom of justice a year adwuma yada mo ase NDC for yada mo ase pa wo se de mo de emra a year adwuma I'm say nyina wa ha Kevin Taylor no ekofa fake doctor bi bai yante hwe but ye chi fake doctor e wo konfo no che ya ne delay nti say na mra ne kode a ye beda mo nyina ase yada mo ase pa de bi ke nyina ne say eyezu na ye nyina ye nsre no man ni nya adwuma wei Never live and you break near Babet was no mom. Mem catch them said, or Katachi free fa Kevin Taylor and the Captain Smart. Yet you are Muna, you bet Jai Wom Watchna. Will you be Bunu? Now one Kasama NDC won't cast the big and say, Ayezu, na young Nayan no mining Yaduma. Way never live and you break near Babet was no mom. Mem catch them said, or Katachi free fa. Kevin Taylor and the Captain Smart. Yet you are Muna, you bet Jai Wom Watchna. Will you be Bunu? Now one Kasama NDC, one Kasama MPP, a no washing we, and Nuntina be too for the piano. Make us a crame, Hemanu ye. Now you have the number anymore. May name lawyer near, or Becassa me yam and I'm in call, quiet your main one, your pen bread. Taka Osanka Kevin Taylor, your bema. No big number and the name. None the padu do our car say or evidence will proof no. Ye jelly o munyata sagrada. Them wom wajini no smarts. Still a crowd. Me ya Kevin Taylor. Me ya could fufu me a picture. Kevin Taylor. Who are France me bring wagan or dog me ya Kevin. Every say why you free person. Na wait to nanti free. Nti wait to yako tiptoe lane. Wait to yako akramo. Wait to nanti chrome. Me na mame nkwa. Who be a nim? Why? Who be a nim between an anticrum, one qua, a couple of food, near dear, at a pub, Nan Kaja, who fancy with your pictures. Why? Madame Yanasi, Jao comment, never life and you play. Why? Freedom and justice. Again, I hear Juma, what in the bread. Take Kevin, let dear Wabine Abba, to be slow. Oh, one. Oh, Cronin now, what fact of Kevin, my young two of your tomb, what it? Said the Ambrano, the Abuano, who said Maradia Juma Papa, who be catch us a Ghana Marania Juma Boa, Ghana Marania Jumanka and Chiagrada, Kevin Taylor, or more to me at this side is a Kevin Taylor, and Nancy Frino, at just a Marania Juma Papa, Kevin, Miss Rosadia Brana starting Yajumano, or more fact, any evidence. So we are cron for no jail, no Kevin, yes, Rao, Mumina jail. Why? As I said, why up another pop money for every system. I didn't know you about the play. Why? The cassette a Banyansa for what? Madame Munasi. Jao comment here, and you bring na Ubia Abachana. Thank you for making us number one. Messi BB and you are MPP, I had that NDC when you be. I can't just send this in the MPP. Oh, we chill one of them. Thank you. Joey. Warren Unya, someone was so bad. You won't. Or we above the law. What we can't just say nobody is above the law. You will be yet in the net. You bet I in the net. Maybe no. I'm 48 young for Matt. You cross up your bed. And to the American United said, Jow comment was here. I ain't share your wee. I didn't know Juma. What in the play? Thank you for making us number one. Bye bye, Trans. I'll already a number. Now, yeah, Jana Ara, want to say. Any power would judge of what? Any power would dissenting presidents at him. Any power would sham mad a pelcru. If I can't kind Britain, foot. Now, Obedu Kurunimwa near the Nafa VVIP presidents, former president, any diplomats ever. When a warrant is on that idiot, and we say we are resetting, so resetting, a binding
Emma court warrant. In 2020, a good father pencil, and the case court and NCA officials. Yes, we might discover and Justice Cheba for a preside over the matter. And a branch in his usual fashion. According to Justice Cheba for them, some of videos, our audios, our year Justice Cheba for you compromise by operation of law, by the convention of the court. Whenever you scandalize, I guess what's called court to know anymore. The book court to know him. All my courts need look a certain way in the eyes of the people. The courts have inherent power. So, say, what cause contempt? If you feel say rights or fundamental human right has been abused, there are processes that you go through. Constitutional and Article 33. It says that when you feel your fundamental human rights have been abused, you have to go to High Court and make sure you seek for a redress. It will head of Supreme Court. The Supreme Court judges in here. If the Swabia is a fundamental human right, the arrest warrant was not issued in accordance with the law. Where is he supposed to seek a redress? Is it not a High Court? Supreme Court will deny it. As it stands now, the arrest warrant is still effective. It's national security for the back what we buy. Nobody na Supreme Court to say, or more kwama ye arrest warrant for arrested. If the national security, police, by the time a guy will be free our hotel, me no kasani me bi owo. Self ye bi ajo mama we in the service. No see a function. Former Vice President Fio, I want to boy yakota, and the heavy security. What kind of foolishness? Have Kevin Taylor said, "You issue arrest warrant. What tenacity? More than a year, 5 years. One pair arrest warrant no one someone can. They say what the fake doctor ne buy I boguya, and why you send one appointment. They must arrest warrant and that's why get me an appointment. Yes, we go Supreme Court. Echo offsetting, echo setting aside. Na yebusa arrest warrant no e debadia. Also, you're so daft that even your trauma, Canada, Japan, 1962 year birthday, your trucker, all really grown 1962 birthday, Canada, Japan, 1962. You are such a daft ass motherfucker. This fool, where you are going. Canada, Japan, 1962. Anyway. We use script free anymore. I did not know which court issued it. Only court to create issue here. Meanwhile, better how about Justice Cheba for the and the after the warrant. It's Justice Cheba for now what you call to be. It's a Justice Cheba for no the case for a year NCA case show. And a new court what is so. And a warrant, contempt of court is in such a way that when it is issued, you will come before the same court and the same judge. It will say, we did not know which court issued it. Such a daft, dumb statement. Arrest warrant there. Me we get arrested why you go do court in any arrest warrant and other charges. It is of no effect. So you don't take this to a Supreme Court. So also videos and audios. Justice Cheba for his compromise. Go to court and prove the video and the audio. Now arrest warrant and no. Was me go Supreme Court. Ako set aside the arrest warrant. Now enforcement of the fundamental human rights of a person. Supreme Court never enforce it. There are so many cases which says the Constitution is very clear. When you think your fundamental human right is abused, go to High Court. The order for my arrest was made in breach of my right to be heard. So you can say right to be heard. That is the principle of audi alteram pattern. That means you found brand new. But what is the purpose of the warrant? Warrant is a brand new. Also see a issue warrant in breach of your right. Right by your to be heard. Now court will say also brand new. So also audios, video. Now court will say also and we issue arrest warrant. Say brand new. Also say in breach of my right to be heard. Are you daft? Are you dumb? Wait. The only reason I issue arrest warrant is that when we need you to come and speak, and you say you won't speak, that is when we issue arrest warrant. What's it? There be arrest warrant. You issue in the tier ones. The tier arrest warrant. Wait. You contempt of court. Wait. What is the need of arrest warrant? If you are in court to be heard, and there's the character. Now, when it comes to the jurisdiction of our courts, you can say jurisdiction, and your court in international. When it comes to the jurisdiction, there are two initiatory. You want one initiatory jurisdiction and terminatory jurisdiction. If you are now we need the jurisdiction of the court, but at the crowd the impact of it is felt. It is will be the bomb. Echo ship plane more UK. Now flight in the flyer and do Ghana, the airspace of Ghana. That's a bomb on the plastic. Say you be although crime ni yanya no Ghana ye no UK, but the terminatory there be a case in this sea Ghana, and the person, the court can have jurisdiction over the case. Daft us again, you don't learn. So Ghanaians, are you not tired of this foolishness? Say Agwawe no be anya asemwa eso kopedie hu bi beka Agwawe we they say nya Paul adu mo chi na etumu bi na mo mpo yire no so obi akodi no ama ne yira se agya no we Univeka. When I gonna for so Obia, oh dear Kessitia, Obia, or start here to me, Obia, oh dear Kessitia. Why no what can us, Kokuba Sashane? One what can us Muma? I want your dear one some of and there's the character you people entertain. Way more, way. I think Paula Belly can't win I'm entertainer. Wait. Baby, Echi, Bolabed no Kuma. I already a number. Now, yeah, Jana Ara, who say, any power would judge of what any power would dissenting presidents at him. Any power would sham mad a pelcuri. If I can't kind Britain, footer. Now, Obedru Kurunimwa near the Nafa. VVIP, presidents, former president, any diplomats ever, when a warrant is on that idiot, and we say we are resetting. So resetting, a binding nipu, court warrant. Court warrant, the branches. Now we are branching about national security for Afan. Yet enough for baby of presidents, former president, VVIP, gate 19. Near money V8 me and son. National security for Grotroga, the Pakan Kaisi. Your mama memu. The Pakan Kaisi, wait. Or Bayadaya. Yes, Justice Cheba for. And the warrant to the show in 2020. Can you arrest warrant? Court will issue arrest warrant. The court Canadian says so. This is just a chamber for. No, the D just chamber for them. Not just a chamber for. At the NCA case so. Samabakaya in 2020. The good father pencil. And the case go court and the NCA officials. Yes, we might discover NCA. And Justice Chamber for and preside over the matter. And a branch in his usual fashion. According to Justice Chamber for them. Some our videos, our audios, our here Justice Chamber for a compromise. Have a young go to your video. Any audios you could have also. Now Justice Chamber for a compromise. And whenever you scandalize the court, the court has been given an inherent power to protect itself. By operation of law, by the convention of the court, whenever you scandalize, you guys want to court to know any mercy, the court to know any tear, my court need look a certain way in the eyes of the people. The courts have inherent power. So, frail, say, what cause contempt, and you move back here, Muntia to the case, you know. Na ye di a case your firm Supreme Court today, election petition. And a muntia tray, Akugane, a Mugabe, Womko di Supreme Court natum, Cassie, a big repeat man, a big repeat judge, a base says, we are sir, what court and winning tear. And by operation of law, Yama court in it to me, so a best fraud for contempt. Now, of Frona Sawama, the court has been given the power to issue an arrest warrant. Now that we say we just wait Chimisa. Now arrest warrant no. A didn't issue arrest warrant. You issue arrest warrant and say the police should arrest you because the court has subpoenaed you. Because the court has subpoenaed when the Maraka was a bra. Never you want. Now if you will not come, then the police must arrest you and bring you to the court. Never chire DNT any court in the punish you. So by operation of law, arrest warrant when it's issued, it is not for you to go to jail because arrest warrant is issued. Abe yebere grounds are branches watch and obe kachira das and say Justice Cheba for a compromise. And yet a coabis what the judgment ba. Na ankon said your war penwa. What court to neditia? If Justice Cheba for se bra. Wama. Then you enter the area just Cheba for echo issue a arrest warrant to this one. Now you be ready arrest warrant now. Also seek to set us aside. Now we the arrest warrant to this one. And your Supreme Court never setting aside. What can you more? There's a warrant is in such a way that the moment you are arrested and you are brought before the court, the warrant is discharged. It is also when you're here. Go to the court, and the warrant will have no effect again. What can you more? And now when you have to fund, after you're the judges in the bedroom, Muntie Asamokai, Muntie.
I've said, I have tapes, audio. I will release them if the right thing is not done. Justice Chebafo has been compromised by this government, and the quicker the Chief Justice takes him off this case, the better for our judicial system, and also better for the Chief Justice himself. This is not a warning, but a serious caution.
A branch time Justice Chebafo, NCA case, and was say, our tapes, our audios, and Justice Chebafo your compromise. Why not Justice Chebafo say, but an name for audio, for tapes, chrono, Ebra never chire, Yenji Quasi a punish. Yababa show known in the police in the grounds of a application. Very wap guy. I've been in the moon. You better read the points now, make it yellow. Now, you have one by one. You have your court in a court. It also what judge or tickets, or audio, or tapes, and Chairman for say he's been compromised. What's a bra? For audio tapes in the bra. Wawama. Now, say you may issue arrest warrant against you. Now, young contract arrest warrant in Justice Chebafo issued in 2020. If you feel civil rights or fundamental human rights has been abused, there are processes that you go through. Constitutional and Article 33. It says that when you feel your fundamental human rights have been abused, you have to go to High Court and make sure you seek for redress. It will head the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court judges in here. If the is a fundamental human right, the arrest warrant was not issued in accordance with the law. Where is he supposed to seek a redress? Is it not a High Court? Supreme Court will there are so many cases. And this versus the Attorney General. So many cases are there. Which says that you cannot wrap the enforcement of your fundamental human right and make it more like a public spirited issue. Public interest in a case. Now, coincidentally, Otina Wanwa, Emma Jomama appointed 7 judges. Now, quickly, what the other so set aside. I was set aside. Have a young warrior, Daddy. Justice Chebafo issue arrest warrant. You read the arrest warrant. Now, you read the wording of the arrest warrant. Nian Shase. Arrest warrant is in such a way, say, the court in the person who can say, ya frasabra, now Madia, police, Moncheno, and Famra. As it stands now, the arrest warrant is still effective. It's Yashakwaya Befaswa, National Security for the Bakwa Wumbai. Nobody na Supreme Court to say, or more Kwama Ye's arrest warrant for Abra Moon arrested. If the national security, police, by the time a guy will be free, hotel, Self ye be at your mama, we are in the service. No see a function. Former Vice President Fio, and the heavy security. What kind of foolishness? Maybe I can tell you, maybe I'm a president. I want your second. It's more can tell abuse. Or to maybe a former president of mama, we are in the service. No see a function. I want nobody. I want
Quatina and the heavy national security. And your mama names a BB Chino. No, Quasiadi was social. Jeremekayi, na yesha kwanye be faswa. Say arrest warrant is still effective one. Akwa we be free ni fie ho. Akopie eye court wo Supreme Court wo on the 22nd. Aye arrest no. If say o free sa fie ho, eko court wo. Even see you arrest, you the arrest warrant to so. You don't no fly a list so. So the very moment our Orlando airport, immigration is supposed to alert the police. National security is to alert. Na yesha koy on be faso de na ko Supreme Court. That means all of you are in contempt of the court. Mu court nti. Na mo to di kwasasem. Sa branti wi. Oye hwanya. Asiase ye hwanya. Bola bedwe ye hwanya. Obi, it's already arrest warrant. Maybe you're teeny. Maybe you're going to tell under heavy national security protection. National security has what check Kevin Taylor because arrest warranted and so on. Police said check Kevin Taylor because arrest warranted and so on. Some police in the airborne white. Where is state? Where is state? My building state. Where is state? Ave Kevin Taylor said, "You issue arrest warrant. What tenancy? More than a year, 5 years. One pair arrest warrant no one someone can. They say what the fake doctor ne buy. I boku yen. And why yes and one gasa appointment. They must arrest warrant and that's why. Get me an appointment. Yes, what Supreme Court. Echo offsetting. Echo setting aside. Na yebusa arrest warrant no. Eye debadia. Now, Yebusa Justice Cheba a Bafuboni. And we tell men Sabus. Ajebuasi Edu. Justice Lovelace Johnson. Justice Akabuafo. Justice George Kumsik. Justice Amadou Tanku. Justice Yoni Kolendi. Justice Aye Yao. Jewuam. Justice Jeffrey Pong. Justice Dakwa Sare. Justice Jamefe. Justice Jamefe de Mekokura Brimno. Obaye obechere yadeɛ under constitutional law. Obaye no a one-time guest lecturer. Oshemenim says you are such an intelligent young man. Na me se bi nyina mpesa bi yesɛ no. Justice Jamefe, we are watching the courts. Exactly. We are watching the courts. See, I said bench warrant at 2 obi so a. A court no move protect him home. A number of Kwasia where you did the court what time every justice is a mass or we are show. My young conquer video as our way. Edit a judge for Martin. Now, and young woman was say, Aqua will be an issue of Kruma, and so be about sex in the body panel. Where there's a video, oh yes, a Supreme Court just a man, a woman, what you know. When we do now, Sakoshi, Bakubi, or Chimpana, oh, my cat here, Bakubi, or Koha, Ekoyesi. Just say, anytime I come when you will be many issue, and you will be there, you will be here, or be there, you will be cool, and you will be there, you will be cool, or be a true, and you will be there, you will be true, or be Quashes, or be a gay. That's foolishness, such a character. Kwasiase. And then the state security protect Kwasi. Yentie do akafa judge for my way. Yentie.
One of the women judges at the Supreme Court. These are all the women almost Supreme Court. So I'm going to keep this on the screen. Senebeya, when I put the questions out, all the women at the Supreme Court
or be scandalizing a ma or more Supreme Court or be go money muasi. So we are shabofu. Etimede all the women at the Supreme Court. And I can bet you there are no person who can say Chief Justice Arabatokunu or Yashawuni, Chidiakani, Chidokani. It was said that the man in Jinago. Na say judges and the court some more protect him not because of politics mo be a kwan so betimi adidi matema ya twen some be a floodgate mo be a floodgate na go for be rem bia be fam sabanti obetimi agumani mu asese de na in the name of politics you the court will not protect yourself. We are watching ave yintie do beka
court no obia dingum into obia entie wa ade we concern no honest with yourself, come out and let the people resign before it gets murkier. I'm not.
Debia will be says baby. I can't afford too much Chimiana. I dear Benny. Aqua ya mufridi nechi. So when you will be there, when say what do you do baby? Just sheba for or the canna sema. Just sheba for on a girlfriend. Make a sense of Aqualana just sheba for it to an about. And so just sheba for on a girlfriend. And this is the character we are protecting with our statement. Wait. Aqua we. I'm
just saying, so it will be better for all of us to protect our integrity. Which Supreme Court judge, or your bar, which one of you goes to sleep at McCarthy Hill? Which one of you Supreme Court judges, you say you are married, goes to sleep at
you say you are married, goes to sleep at McCarthy. What body dream no come? Baby,
goes to sleep at McCarthy Hill. The place you go to sleep, the gentleman now, that gentleman was going through a divorce, and you, the judge, are one of the female Supreme Court judges. You actually got that gentleman a lawyer.
So we Supreme Court judge be a warrior. Obi, let me kunu shot deal with ya. Or you unsure. Say a mudia he say so this is the way this guy scandalizes even women at the Supreme Court. Very dangerous precedent. Say Supreme Court judge it is a memena me yere to na me tie say akwa we kasa ansem no na me nim Supreme Court judge kura me yere den me no e den me dwene. And this is the kind of person yedi ye you born ho bai state ni born ho bai afi ye ntie do be ye
we all ba sir ipa 5 you are about 15 years older than this gentleman. You are about 15 years old. You are older. You are 15 years older than this gentleman. Question 4, and this is a specific question. There is a place near the Swiss school, near Ekufuadu's place. You, this woman, have you been sharing bed in that neighborhood with a member of parliament? Listen, there is a specific place near the Swiss school. It's very near to Ekufuadu's place. You, the Supreme Court judge, were a woman. You say you are married. You have been sharing bed with another politician. I'm giving you specifics so that you know that I know what I'm talking about. Who is this gentleman? Question number 5. Now, let me go more deeper. The gentleman you, this person, you are seeing. The person you, this judge, you are seeing in Ghana is a businessman. He's rich. He's less educated. You, this woman judge, you go to this man's house. And the funny thing is you leave the house 5 a.m. every morning. 5 a.m.
This is the character. The Supreme Court for us, Mama Kwama, where did you want to Justice Point Buff Bunny. So if there's the character, who protecting against the court, Justice Jamafe, my role model, I told him I don't do any bigger. One of the grounds is that he was not given a hearing, so he breaches the principle of odi aterim pattern. Okay, so when we say odi aterim pattern, what it means is that when it comes to the principle of natural justice, odi aterim pattern and no more Judas in Kasaswa. So odi aterim pattern says that whenever you accuse a person, the person have a right to obey appear to be heard. And I say, you can't no more Judas in Kasaswa. It means you cannot be a judge in your own court. But by operation of the law, even a directive from the CG, Chief Justice, When you say about contempt, the contempt is in such a way that the moment a issue is you are coming to prove why you should not be punished. So the principle of the term pattern and normal jurisdiction does not apply. So when you dump and dafter, all the term pattern, your natural justice law, or say, Yama Kwani and Jew. Arrest warrant, yes, your family. Arrest warrant, yes, your family. Never family. You. So wouldn't you me? What's the issue arrest warrant? Now, yes, a brand new Jones. What's it there? Wama. Then your own idea. What is the essence of issuance of arrest warrant? Because arrest warrant, you beg issue, it means yes, a bracket and also also said there be and Jewan was him. Wait. I didn't wait. Lawyer need natural way I go to court. Wait. You've been reading the point by point. They make some note to be about the points I will reason. You back up point 7, you back up point 15, point 11. You read the educate your branch. So, case I Kevin Taylor, they are to court. Was it in the matter of the Republic versus a High Court, Commercial Division, respondent, ex parte, Kevin Echo Taylor, applicant. So, on the court, say yes, it was I, Kevin Echo Taylor, of the United States of America, do hereby make an oath and say that Virginia, he is even lying on oath, which is perjury. When you lie on oath, it's perjury. And we will show you where he lied on oath. Ojina say, and that was signed, yes, Akrate. So Kevintela is supposed to sign before we file the application. When him said that, or cast or fly or sign, we know. No, America. Or ye show that then the judge for not him. I say, I am called Beduki Taylor. I am a deponent hearing an applicant in the above a year at the institute for I therefore depose blah blah blah. Then if I'm going next week, you already point by point. Let me educate you this idiot. I say for quite some time, friends and relatives in Ghana have informed me that the High Court of the Republic of Ghana can tell us what I'm going to tell us one thing. Them friends and family, and I inform me to say, has the High Court of the Republic of Ghana has issued a warrant for my arrest, but none of such relatives and friends have ever made available to me a copy of the High Court's order, despite several requests. Indeed, friends and relatives in Ghana have drawn my attention to several social media discussions of the said warrant for my arrest, but none was able to provide a copy for me for my attention. Daniel Fanenko, near video, tell me you issue arrest warrant in New Year. Or Baba the Justice Chamber of Water. So if you were unaware of the warrant, tell me now the Justice Chamber of Water. Such an unintelligent idiot. Daddy, was it point 7 and 8? Was it when Nimhori, Genio, when Nimhori, on Tay, now Fen and enough for drawn attention, say, why you in here? Pay your Busa, Muntia video, Munti.
You Justice Chamber, were you in this country? Were you in this country when an imbecile like Kennedy Japan? Were you in this country when an imbecile like Kennedy Japan was going around insulting all judges in Ghana? Were you in this country? Were you in this country? Did you go after Kennedy Japan? Were you in this country? You did it, right? Because he's one of you. Were you in this country? Today I look in your face and I tell you the truth, and you want to explode. Kennedy, 1962, Japan insulted the Chief Justice all the way to the last messenger.
Also, you're so daft that even your trauma, Kennedy, Japan, 1962, you're baby, your trucker, all really grown 1962, baby, Kennedy, Japan, 1962. You are such a daft ass motherfucker. This way, Agwawi. Kennedy, Japan, 1962. Anyway. Who you script to free anymore?
In Ghana, you did not come out to issue a warrant for him because Kennedy is better
You have not lived up to expectation, and you don't even deserve to be where you are today. Justice Chebafo, you the same judge. And if my producer is ready, please, if you have, I'm gonna make you show some pictures. You know, the Herald did that story. Ghana Web actually did that story. The Supreme Court actually did something in 2019.
Eti atwara no. Dani. Any power what 0.7 and 8. Wasu oni mo we. Eti sata manaka sane de na aka. Eti na wo kasi I issue warrant against you. We you such an unintelligent human being. It is Supreme Court yehwe. Madam yehwe. Or say 0.7 and 8. Wasu oni oni mo we say issue arrest warrant. Eti video actually say arrest warrant no. Video as far back as 2020. You issue we no baby the Justice Chebafo. Gobi, ya mase be dia gro. They say team no. You share team no. Team no lawyers come. Lawyers come. Intelligent people. We sit down and we analyze. Video analysts come. That is how come we analyze it. You see what you have to now you ready a year 10. Also, given the frequency of the reference to the order and discussion I have heard about on social media, I engaged the services of my present solicitor sometime in April this year 2025, who after about a month, that is sometime at the end of the May, of search, sent me a copy of the order, which is exhibited here too and marked A. It can tell us, meanwhile, who stated where you know what the case chrono is so. In reference to such a my lawyer explained the difficulty in obtaining a copy of the court order because although I instructed him to find the order, if any, I did not know which court issued it. Unim court to create issue here. Meanwhile, better how much Justice Chebafo did. And in a time after the warrant. It's Justice Chebafo now what you call to bear. It's a Justice Chebafo no the case what a year NC case show. And court what is so. And a warrant, you know, contempt of court is in such a way that when it is issued, you will come before the same court and the same judge. It will say, we did not know which court issued it. Such a daft, dump way statement way. I will go VATA. Point 12. The order says that it is issued for the arrest of a certain Kelvin Taylor, highlighted Kelvin, which is not my name, but given its close resemblance with my name and the information I have received from my friends and relatives in Ghana, the order is believed to refer to me because all the media discussions I have heard on the subject all point to me as the subject of the order. When there is a video you say that you've issued an arrest warrant to me, was it you wouldn't say Kelvin Taylor no issue? We yeah, court no. Yeah, you read the point 16. Bobby, you read the point 16. When was what they consider? In any case, arrest warrant here. Me when you get arrested, why you go do court in any arrest warrant and discharge. It is of no effect. So you don't take this to a Supreme Court. So also videos and audios. Justice Chebafo is compromised. Go to court and prove the video and the audio. Now arrest warrant and one was may go Supreme Court. Ako set aside the arrest warrant. Now enforcement of the fundamental human rights of a person. Supreme Court enforce it. There are so many cases which says the Constitution is very clear. When you think your fundamental human right is abused, go to high court. After your share court. Point 16. In any event, the order for my arrest was made in breach of my right to to be heard. So you can say right to be heard. That is the principle of audi alteram pattern. That means you found brand new. But what is the purpose of the warrant? Warrant is a brand new. Also see a issue warrant in breach of your right. Right to be heard. Now court on say what's a brand new? So also audios, video. Now court on say browse and we issue arrest warrant. Say also say in breach of my right to be heard. Are you daft? Are you dumb? Wait. Before any order is made against me and also contrary to law, because the order for my arrest was made without first giving me a hearing. But in any case, court. What is the need for arrest warrant? The only reason I issue arrest warrant is that when we need you to come and speak, and you say you won't speak, that is when we issue arrest warrant. What's it? There be arrest warrant. You issue in the arrest warrant. Where you contempt of court. What is the need of arrest warrant if you are in court to be heard? And there's the character. One of the video be a worker say he was not within the jurisdiction of Ghana, and for that matter, and again he was not a party to the case. Now muntia 3 case, ni edi muntia 3 for asem. Ni edo masem. Na yes election petition wasem nieka. And contempt, you are not supposed to be a party to a case before the court can hold you contempt. So ye di case be. Now with the court no atem. O scandalize the court. E ma court nanimu ebetia. E wo manfo nanima. Whether o ka case no, o ka case no. Court no can invite you for contempt. Such a daft guy says, I am not a party to it. On that grounds, Supreme Court should set aside the contempt. I say I was not within the jurisdiction. Now, when it comes to the jurisdiction of our courts, you can say jurisdiction, and your court in international. When it comes to the jurisdiction, there are two initiatory. You want one initiatory jurisdiction and terminatory jurisdiction. If you are now we need the jurisdiction of the court, but at the crowd we the impact of it is felt. It is will be the bomb. Echo ship plane more UK. Now flight in the flyer they do Ghana. The airspace of Ghana. That's a bomb in the plastic. Say you people have. Although crime in the Ghana, in UK, but the terminatory. There be a case in this sea, Ghana, and the person, the court can have jurisdiction over the case. Daft ass. Again, you don't learn. It was say, I was not within the jurisdiction. As I'm now in America now, where did we feel the impact? Was it not in Ghana? Yes. So that is the terminatory jurisdiction of the court. Yes. Listen, we are watching the court. Again, the Attorney General, when you see the contempt, as Attorney General file defense. Now the court are saying that they will sit on that matter, and 22nd, Anna, book case, by Friday, Attorney General the response. Attorney General watching you. So the way issues here, you investigate, you go investigate, again, Danny, Attorney General, the response is Beba. But the ancient videos are Aquaway. As I did Justice Cheba for them just recently. Danny, or yes, we'll file out. But said the Justice Cheba for them. Not Justice Cheba for one go. Every I won't Justice Cheba for have a
know this man, Judge Cheba for. Judge Cheba for way and Paul Admotri Ekanasem say. Or the warrant atomiso. So refugee Chebafwa, I showed his picture on any girlfriend. I have some other pictures I'll be showing.
Just a case ban anymore. Or will be about a year after the panel. Just Chebafwa and the girlfriend. Supreme Court judges be or Contempt Panawaha. Poladumochi did it true. Got a chequatisha. A Dubuahi. Ye do a year one passion. Just a case be a dark away any mubiano. Or what? You know why? He's weaponized sex, and he knows the people are so foolish. The moment Obeka the people are interested. It is Justice Cheba for one and a girlfriend. Meanwhile, so obey Justice Cheba for back. See the resemblance. When you know, or who is our Koran and Papa de Atuana, Justice Cheba for one and a girlfriend. And one, I will forbid a woody passing. And when nobody stays security, what I
have some other pictures I'll be showing. When the case or the warrant, I told me so I didn't try. Or the case so and my day, my catcher say his posture should be just. Also on TV that the nature Jim Moche said obey ready law. Paul, Nire Jano, Obiaku did the Yerema Jan, the Yere Jano, into Paul, this year. Pa, Nire Jano, Obiaku did the Yere Jano. So, Ghanaians, are you not tired of this foolishness? Say, Akwawe no Bianya, someone, as you compare dear who be Bibeka. Akwawe, we, they say, Paul, I don't want you to move to Mubi. Nemon Paul, you know, so, Obiaku Dino, Amani Yera Jano, we, Bibeka, when I got a fast sort of Obia, oh, dear Cassitia, Obia, or Statia, you may, Obia, oh, dear Cassitia. Why no wakanas Kokuba Sashade? Why no wakanas Mkumha? I when you dear one some of our better. And there's the character you people entertain. Way more, way. I think Paula Belly can't when I'm entertaining now. When I'm entertaining now. Abe Yentino. He's depressed. So I did a whole show letting Ghanaians know that yes, he's a judge, he has the right to sit on a case, but it does not mean that he's God. So sitting on a case does not make Judge Cheba for some superhuman who cannot be at the end of the day questioned about his character.
Okay, so when did the judge for no? When did the Munyon quantum to this magnitude? Namusum Bessati aside and he has Yadi and Fear who be a flat gate and made the bit. Media, I will not in any shape or form scandalize the court, disrespect the court, but under your leadership, Justice Bafwani, under your leadership, if you will not protect the court and you will give this idiot and imbecile the opportunity, then yes, I hear other videos of what did the judge for him. Nayan Shadie says, Mbeka said, more set aside a warrant. When actual fact, so was a warrant, and yet issued properly, the High Court is the place to go. Precisely. Per the Constitution. You read Article 33. Constitution. Article 33. Gobi, you read it. Yenti do I cover a judge for Yenti.
Judges were taken as low as 2,000 Ghana to decide the destiny of a fellow man. And this same way enjoy you near Ukrumha and a judge for Jim punching to decide the destiny of a fellow man in court. What shows is that these judges were not doing worse during that time where power was for a few people. What shows is that these people were not involved in any kind of corruption.
So was the judge for Mojim Ponche, Mojim Coco, Mojim Jinwai. So 22nd, you shed the Supreme Court maker. Now go be you read the Article 33. Was where a person alleges that a provision of this constitution on the fundamental human rights and freedoms has been or is being or is likely to be contravened in relation to him. Chapter 5 of the Constitution has guaranteed the fundamental human rights of the people. Now nobody has the right to violate. So if Kevin Taylor thinks, Ama Taylor thinks, Paul Abed thinks that by the issuance of the arrest warrant, his fundamental human rights has been breached. Article 33 of the Constitution says that where a person alleges that a provision of this Constitution on the fundamental human rights and freedom has been say you're preaching, say you're gusu preaching, say Ebekurana is likely to be preached in relation to him. Say your public a year you can say interest, not say you would ya after court on say then without prejudice to any other action that is lawfully available, the person may apply to the High Court for redress. It is a Kevin Taylor say, the issue a arrest warrant, which is detrimental, which breaches the fundamental human right. Article 33 22nd, Supreme Court. Please, we are watching. Judges, please, we are watching.
Yo, so lovely people, we have come to the end of this live stream, and I hope you've seen the people that are not to say against Kevin Taylor, but also using the Constitution to make a point. That is, Okitiche Frifa is making a point, and I believe you've listened to his point. Whether he's making a good point, you can testify that. But this Shot360Mediagh, I'll be bringing you subsequent videos of this sort. So follow me on all social media platforms, Shot360Mediagh. The name has always been Chris, aka with all due respect, this nonsense must stop. No amount of lies will defeat the truth. Thank you very, very much. Those who watch, those who comment, I really appreciate. Follow me, subscribe to the YouTube channel for a beautiful conversation like this. I am out your way. Bye bye.